Day 78. Numbers 33, Deuteronomy 32, and Psalm 118. Numbers 33. The stages of Israel's journey from Egypt. These are the stages of the sons of Israel when they went forth out of the land of Egypt by their hosts under the leadership of Moses and Aaron. Moses wrote down their starting places, stage by stage, by command of the Lord. And these are their stages according to their starting places. They set out from Ramses in the first month, on the 15th day of the first month, on the day after the Passover. The sons of Israel went out triumphantly in the sight of all the Egyptians, while the Egyptians were burying all their firstborn, whom the Lord had struck down among them. Upon their gods also the Lord executed judgments. So the sons of Israel set out from Ramses and encamped at Succoth. And they set out from Succoth and encamped at Etham, which is on the edge of the wilderness. And they set out from Etham and turned back to Pi-hahiroth, which is east of Baal-Zephon. And they encamped before Migdol. And they set out from before Hahiroth, and passed through the midst of the sea into the wilderness. And they went a 3 days' journey in the wilderness of Etham, and encamped at Marah. And they set out from Marah, and came to Elim. At Elim there were 12 springs of water, and 70 palm trees, and they encamped there. And they set out from Elim, and encamped by the Red Sea. And they set out from the Red Sea, and encamped in the wilderness of Sin. And they set out from the wilderness of Sin, and encamped at Dovka. And they set out from Dovka, and encamped at Alush. And they set out from Alush, and encamped at Rephidim, where there was no water for the people to drink. And they set out from Rephidim, and encamped in the wilderness of Sinai. And they set out from the wilderness of Sinai, and encamped at Kibroth-hattaavah. And they set out from Kibroth-hattaavah, and encamped at Hazeroth. And they set out from Hazeroth, and encamped at Rithmah. And they set out from Rithmah, and encamped at Rimmon-Perez. And they set out from Rimmon-Perez, and encamped at Libnah. And they set out from Libnah, and encamped at Rissah. And they set out from Rissah, and encamped at Kehelathah. And they set out from Kehelathah, and encamped at Mount Shephar. And they set out from Mount Shephar, and encamped at Haradah. And they set out from Haradah, and encamped at Makheloth. And they set out from Makheloth, and encamped at Tehath. And they set out from Tehath, and encamped at Terah. And they set out from Terah, and encamped at Mithkah. And they set out from Mithkah, and encamped at Hashmanah. And they set out from Hashmanah, and encamped at Moseroth. And they set out from Moseroth, and encamped at Ben-Jaakan. And they set out from Ben-Jaakan, and encamped at Horhagidgad. And they set out from Horhagidgad, and encamped at Jotbathah. And they set out from Jotbathah, and encamped at Abranah. And they set out from Abranah, and encamped at Ezion-Geber. And they set out from Ezion-Geber, and encamped in the wilderness of Zin, that is Kadesh. And they set out from Kadesh, and encamped at Mount Hor, on the edge of the land of Edom. And Aaron the priest went up Mount Hor at the command of the Lord, and died there, in the 40th year after the sons of Israel had come out of the land of Egypt, on the first day of the 5th month. And Aaron was 123 years old when he died on Mount Hor. And the Canaanite, the king of Arad, who dwelt in the Negeb, in the land of Canaan, heard of the coming of the sons of Israel. And they set out from Mount Hor and encamped at Zalmanah. And they set out from Zalmanah and encamped at Punon. And they set out from Punon and encamped at Oboth. And they set out from Oboth and encamped at Iabarim in the territory of Moab. And they set out from Iam and encamped at Dibon-Gad. And they set out from Dibon-Gad and encamped at Almon-Diblathaim. And they set out from Almon-Diblathaim and encamped in the mountains of Abarim before Nebo. And they set out from the mountains of Abarim and encamped in the plains of Moab by the Jordan at Jericho. They encamped by the Jordan from Beth Jeshimoth as far as Abel Shittim in the plains of Moab. Instructions for the conquest of Canaan. And the Lord said to Moses in the plains of Moab by the Jordan at Jericho, Say to the sons of Israel, when you pass over the Jordan into the land of Canaan, then you shall drive out all the inhabitants of the land from before you, and destroy all their figured stones, and destroy all their molten images, and demolish all their high places, and you shall take possession of the land and settle in it. For I have given the land to you to possess it. You shall inherit the land by lot, according to your families. To a large tribe you shall give a large inheritance, and to a small tribe you shall give a small inheritance. Wherever the lot falls to any man, that shall be his. According to the tribes of your fathers you shall inherit. But if you do not drive out the inhabitants of this land from before you, then those of them whom you let remain shall be as pricks in your eyes and thorns in your sides, and they shall trouble you in the land where you dwell. And I will do to you as I thought to do to them. Deuteronomy 32. The Song of Moses. Then Moses spoke the words of the song until they were finished, in the ears of all the assembly of Israel. Give ear, O heavens, and I will speak, and let the earth hear the words of my mouth. May my teaching drop as the rain, my speech distill as the dew, as the gentle rain upon the tender grass, and as the showers upon the herb. For I will proclaim the name of the Lord, ascribe greatness to our God. The rock, his work is perfect, for all his ways are justice. A God of faithfulness and without iniquity, just and right is he. They have dealt corruptly with him. They are no longer his children because of their blemish. They are a perverse and crooked generation. Do you thus repay the Lord, you foolish and senseless people? Is not he your Father who created you, who made you and established you? Remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations. Ask your father and he will show you, your elders and they will tell you. When the Most High gave to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of men, he fixed the bounds of the peoples according to the numbers of the sons of Israel. For the Lord's portion is his people, Jacob his allotted heritage. He found him in a desert land and in the howling wastes of the wilderness. He encircled him, he cared for him. He kept him as the apple of his eye, like an eagle that stirs up its nest, that flutters over its young, spreading out its wings, catching them, bearing them on its pinions. The Lord alone did lead him, and there was no foreign God with him. He made him ride on the high places of the earth, and he ate the produce of the field. And he made him suck honey out of the rock, and oil out of the flinty rock. Curds from the herd and milk from the flock, with fat of lambs and rams, herds of Bashan and goats, with the finest of the wheat, and of the blood of the grape you drank wine. But Jeshurun waxed fat and kicked. You waxed fat, you grew thick, you became sleek. Then he forsook God who made him, and scoffed at the rock of his salvation. They stirred him to jealousy with strange gods. With abominable practices they provoked him to anger. They sacrificed to demons which were no gods, to gods they had never known, to new gods that had come in of late, whom your fathers had never dreaded. You were unmindful of the rock that begot you, and you forgot the God who gave you birth. The Lord saw it and spurned them because of the provocation of his sons and his daughters. And he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end will be. For they are a perverse generation, children in whom is no faithfulness. They have stirred me to jealousy with what is no God. They have provoked me with their idols. So I will stir them to jealousy with those who are no people. I will provoke them with a foolish nation. For a fire is kindled by my anger, and it burns to the depths of Sheol, devours the earth in its increase, and sets on fire the foundations of the mountains. And I will heap evils upon them. I will spin my arrows upon them. They shall be wasted with hunger, and devoured with burning heat, and poisonous pestilence. And I will send the teeth of beasts against them, with venom of crawling things of the dust. In the open the sword shall bereave, and in the chambers shall be terror, destroying both young man and virgin, the sucking child with the man of gray hairs. I would have said, I will scatter them afar, I will make the remembrance of them cease from among men, had I not feared provocation by the enemy, lest their adversaries should judge amiss, lest they should say, Our hand is triumphant, the Lord has not wrought all this. For they are a nation void of counsel, and there is no understanding in them. If they were wise, they would understand this. They would discern their latter end. How should one chase 1,000, and two put 10,000 to flight, unless their rock had sold them, and the Lord had given them up? For their rock is not as our rock, even our enemies themselves being judges. For their vine comes from the vine of Sodom, and from the fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes are grapes of poison, their clusters are bitter. Their wine is the poison of serpents, and the cruel venom of asps. Is not this laid up in store with me, sealed up in my treasures? Vengeance is mine, and recompense for the time when their foot shall slip. For the day of their calamity is at hand, and their doom comes swiftly. For the Lord will vindicate his people, and have compassion on his servants, when he sees that their power is gone, and there is none remaining, bond or free. Then he will say, Where are their gods, the rock in which they took refuge, who ate the fat of their sacrifices, and drank the wine of their drink offering? Let them rise up and help you. Let them be your protection. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God beside me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal, and there is none that can deliver out of my hand. For I lift up my hand to heaven and swear, as I live forever, if I sharpen my glittering sword, and my hand takes hold on judgment, I will take vengeance on my adversaries, and will repay those who hate me. I will make my arrows drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh, with the blood of the slain and the captives, from the long-haired heads of the enemies. Praise his people, O you nations, for he avenges the blood of his servants, and takes vengeance on his adversaries, and makes expiation for the land of his people. Moses came and recited all the words of this song in the hearing of the people, he and Joshua the son of Nun. And when Moses had finished speaking all these words to all Israel, he said to them, Lay to heart all the words which I enjoin upon you this day, that you may command them to your children, that they may be careful to do all the words of this law. For it is no trifle for you, but it is your life, and thereby you shall live long in the land which you are going over the Jordan to possess. Moses' death foretold. And the Lord said to Moses that very day, Ascend this mountain of the Abiram, Mount Nebo, which is in the land of Moab, opposite Jericho, and view the land of Canaan, which I give to the sons of Israel for a possession, and die on the mountain which you ascend, and be gathered to your people, as Aaron your brother died in Mount Hor, and was gathered to his people, because you broke faith with me in the midst of the sons of Israel at the waters of Meribah Kadesh, in the wilderness of Zin, because you did not revere me as holy in the midst of the sons of Israel. For you shall see the land before you, but you shall not go there, into the land which I give to the sons of Israel. Psalm 118, a song of victory. O give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, his mercy endures forever. Let Israel say, his mercy endures forever. Let the house of Aaron say, his mercy endures forever. Let those who fear the Lord say, his mercy endures forever. Out of my distress I called on the Lord. The Lord answered me and set me free. With the Lord on my side, I do not fear. What can man do to me? The Lord is on my side to help me. I shall look in triumph on those who hate me. It is better to take refuge in the Lord than to put confidence in man. It is better to take refuge in the Lord than to put confidence in princes. All nations surrounded me. In the name of the Lord I cut them off. They surrounded me on every side. In the name of the Lord I cut them off. They surrounded me like bees. They blazed like a fire of thorns. In the name of the Lord I cut them off. I was pushed hard so that I was falling, but the Lord helped me. The Lord is my strength and my song. He has become my salvation. Listen, glad songs of victory in the tents of the righteous. The right hand of the Lord does valiantly. The right hand of the Lord is exalted. The right hand of the Lord is valiantly. I shall not die, but I shall live, and recount the deeds of the Lord. The Lord has chastened me sorely, but he has not given me over to death. Open to me the gates of righteousness, that I may enter through them and give thanks to the Lord. This is the gate of the Lord, the righteous shall enter through it. I thank you that you have answered me, and have become my salvation. The stone which the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. This is the Lord's doing. It is marvelous in our eyes. This is the day which the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Save us, we beg you, O Lord. O Lord, we beg you, give us success. Blessed be he who enters in the name of the Lord. We bless you from the house of the Lord. The Lord is God, and he has given us light. Bind the festal procession with branches up to the horns of the altar. You are my God, and I will give thanks to you. You are my God, I will extol you. O give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endures forever.